Yo, welcome to We the People TV, where the streets talk and we listen. Need y'all to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's get this live to like 500 likes.
Stinker. For the third straight year, LeBron James all-time stunk in the fourth quarters of three straight Laker playoff flameouts, games 3, 4, and 5. And now he has managed to flip the entire script, the entire narrative on its spinning head, making the sports world believe he wants to be traded because Laker GM Rob Pelinka has let him, LeBron, down by not surrounding him with the necessary help. Help me. Now the bulk of the media writes about this story this way. Rich Paul's cryptic statement indicates LeBron wants to go where he has a legitimate chance to win because the Lakers are in big trouble. That's the new flipped script anyway. I'm calling baloney on you, LeBron James. I'm calling baloney on LeBron James. Nothing but the truth here on the Skip Bayless Show, brought to you by FanDuel America.
Skip, you ain't never just come at the man like that. Hold on, Skip. You call this man LeBron James? You sounding like Cino over there now. You call him LeBron James. Wait a minute. I know I ain't just hear what I think I just heard. Hold on, man.
America's number one sports. I'm calling baloney on LeBron James. Nothing but the truth here on the Skip Bayless Show, brought to you by FanDuel, America's number one sports book, as always. Would you believe LeBron even went to the trouble of flying all the way to Cleveland to be randomly photographed with some poor Cavs undrafted free agent prop that LeBron used as a prop at the Cavs facility so that LeBron could get this picture leaked out onto social media so everybody would write about how, oh my God, LeBron is back home in Cleveland at the Cavs facility because he obviously wants to finish his career with the Cavs, and he's there now working out the details of the trade. Man, I laughed all weekend over this, and I'll hoot and holler some more about this in just a few minutes as I dig deeper into this diabolical ruse, which was pure media manipulating genius by LeBron and company. Seriously, LeBron should win some kind of Emmy or maybe even an Oscar for this screenplay and for this performance. LeBron is a one-man Ocean's 11. He's the talented Mr. Ripley James. Leo, Catch Him If You Can. Remember any of those movies? LeBron's a star, man. But now, just for a moment, let's all calm down. Just for half a second.
How about a half a second?
And please remember the facts about what just actually happened. Now for the cold, hard reality. The absolute truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Ready for this? The Lakers finished third in a loaded Western Conference with a 50-32 record. Pretty good. The Lakers on Sunday, April the 6th, very late in the season, that was on national TV, on ABC, live, went into Oklahoma City and demolished the soon-to-be champion Thunder 126-99. Held them to 99 in OKC. They did that. That afternoon, Luka had 30, Austin Reeves had 20, LeBron had 19, Dorian Finney-Smith had 14, Gabe Vincent had 12, Rui had 11. It's a lot of guys in double figures. As the Lakers won the boards 43-34 against Chet and Hartenstein, And that says Jackson Hayes and Jared Vanderbilt and even Jordan Goodwin each had 5 rebounds, and Luka and Rui and Dorian Finney-Smith each had 7 rebounds. Whew, talk about balance. Okay, yeah, that day the Lakers did go crazy hot from 3. They did make 22 of 40, but late in the year, on the road, against by far the NBA's best team, the Los Angeles Lakers flexed their powerhouse potential for all the NBA world to see on national TV. And after all, hadn't the media proclaimed the Luka trade is the biggest steal in NBA history? That's all I heard. The Lakers had landed the best scorer in the game today, on top of the greatest scorer ever, who was having the greatest 40-year-old season by far ever, an astonishing second-team All-NBA season for LeBron freaking James. Didn't Luka and LeBron form the greatest 3-guard backcourt in NBA history, including, of course, Austin Reeves, who had emerged at that point late in the season as a bona fide star?
Hold on, Skip. Hold on. I know you've been doing your homework, but we can't forget that Luka was overweight. We can't forget that. And we can't forget LeBron is in year 22. LeBron, 40 years old. We can't forget that. I want to know, is all the LeBron fans going to come at Skip Bayless like how they come at the YouTubers who just be speaking the truth about LeBron James? Skip Bayless is saying everything that these YouTubers and these podcasts has been saying about LeBron James. Now I'm going to see if LeBron stands are going to come at him the same way he do us. Same way they do us. It's a damn shame. But Skip been doing his homework. Somebody pissed Skip off.
Bona fide. You know, silly me. I really like this Laker team. And I fully expected that the Lakers Thunder playoff series, the winner of that, would represent the West in the NBA Finals. Silly me. I really believe that. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The odds makers like the Lakers too. The Lakers were the second favorites in the West as the playoffs began. Second favorite to the Thunder. So this is what you should really, really remember. The Lakers were strongly favored to beat the Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs. Strongly favored. To hear the NBA media tell it now, this was some pathetic mismatch in favor of Minnesota. That's the way it turned out.
Hold on. Is he talking about Gil? Is he talking about Silly Gilly? Because all of a sudden, Gil, he want LeBron out of LA. He thinking LeBron finna leave LA. He says Luka team now.
But that is not the way Vegas saw it going in. I mean, the Lakers were completely healthy. They did have home court advantage in this series, and they were strong favorites. Remember that, please. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Here are the point spreads for each of those Laker T-Wolves games. Game 1 in Los Angeles. Lakers favored by 4.5. Game 2 in Los Angeles. Lakers favored by 5.5. Okay. Game 3 in Minnesota. Timberwolves favored by only 3.5 at home. Game 4, Timberwolves favored by only 2.5 at home. And Game 5 back in LA, Lakers again favored by 5.5. What do those point spreads tell you? Lakers favored. Expectations. Unrealized.
You're gonna piss off Laker nations. You better stop, Skip. You're gonna piss off the Laker nations. You better stop.
But the odds makers fully expected the Lakers to win that series. Now for the facts, not some LeBron hocus pocus. Fact. The series was tied 1 game all heading into game 3 in Minnesota. LeBron did hit a 3 with 6 minutes left to cut Minnesota's lead to only 1 point. The game was tied with 4.5 minutes left. But in those final 6 minutes, a LeBron James who would wind up with 38 points for the game. 38, that's pretty great. Over the last 6 minutes, LeBron James failed to score a single point. He had 1 turnover and 1 missed 3 in the final 6 minutes as the Timberwolves pulled away to win by 12. By 12?
And it's been plenty of games like that where LeBron had the opportunity to close the game out, and it ended up just like that. That's why I said he don't have that gift. He don't have that sauce. He got his own style of playing, but he don't got that gift like Mike and Kobe had, where they could finish and close out games like Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony. Like, I'm just keeping it real.
I mean, come on, Bron. Okay, game 4, fourth quarter. LeBron played all 12 fourth quarter minutes and failed to score a single fourth quarter point. The Lakers did lead by 2 with 1:29 left, but they got outscored 5-0 the rest of the way and lost by 3. LeBron missed a 3 with 54 seconds left that would have put them up 5. That's the shot of the whole series. Put them up 5. But LeBron's careless inbounds pass was stolen at the end. It was a killer turnover. And this was the man who does not have enough help. This was all-time awful. This was vintage LeChoke.
LeBron done played with so many all-star players, more than anybody put together. Any player put together with anybody, LeBron played with more all-star players than them. How is that even possible? How?
What? Now, game 5 back in LA became the closeout game. LeBron did not score for the first 9 minutes of that fourth quarter. He did finally hit a 3 with 3:08 left that cut Minnesota's lead to only 2. But with 2:09 left, he missed a 3 that would have cut it to 3. The T-Wolves finally gave LeBron an uncontested layup with 33 seconds left that cut it all the way down to 6. Minnesota won by 7 to close out the Lakers in 5. And of course, the same T-Wolves would get gentlemen swept by the Thunder in 5. So again, let's get this completely straight for all you who have closed your eyes to this. The NBA's all-time leading scorer went 27 straight minutes of fourth quarter spanning games 3, 4, and 5 without scoring a single point. That's 27 straight minutes, which is more than half of an entire NBA game, without scoring a single point.
Where do they do that at? Kobe would have never let that happen. Mike would have never let that happen. And I know damn well Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and a lot of other players wouldn't have let that happen. If Durant's on the court, he wants the ball. Steph Curry is on the court, he wants the ball because he's going to make something happen. This is sad. LeBron.
3 straight games, 3, 4, and 5, that were highly winnable, begging to be won by the Los Angeles favored Lakers. I am not exaggerating. I am not fabricating. I am not deceiving the way LeBron does. I am telling you the, I guess, unreported truth. Nobody talked about LeBron's 27 straight minute drought because LeBron James is the most overprotected superstar in sports history. I do not exaggerate. He went from second team All-NBA in the regular season, from a top 10 player in the regular season, to once again having no clutch gene in 3 straight highly winnable fourth quarters against the team the Lakers were strongly favored to beat. Help me out. I mean, come on.
And that's supposed to be the king. Y'all better stop playing. Skip and did his research. Y'all pissing Skip off. Now, for all you LeBron fans, what do y'all got to say towards this man? Because y'all always got something to say. What y'all got to say towards Skip?
And yeah, I give you this. Gobert was ultimately able to go Shaq on the Lakers because rookie head coach J.J. Redick inexplicably refused to play 7-foot Jackson Hayes, whom the Lakers did re-sign and who I've always liked because, man, he does play hard and he is an athletic leaper who definitely can at least bother Gobert, would have at least competed his ass off against Gobert. That's what he does. But no, JJ, probably advised by LeBron, his former podcast partner, JJ went small, obviously counting on LeBron and Luka to be what they should have been, the 2 best players on the floor down the stretches of games 3, 4, and 5.
Well, you know what they're going to say. Luka was overweight. Luka was fat. Luka was putting up down there 40 points while he had all that weight on him. I ain't seen too many players that could do that. Except for James Harden, nobody else I have seen do that.
Instead, in those 3 combined fourth quarters of those final 3 games, Luka shot a combined 3 of 11, scored 14 total points, and was a minus 27 in just those 3 fourth quarters, minus 27, while LeBron was a combined 5 of 14, scored a grand total of 16 points in those 3 fourth quarters, and was a whopping minus 29 just in those 3 combined fourth quarters, minus 29. Ouch, Bron. Now, just for the record, I guess it's possible that Rich Paul's shadowy LeBron's not happy statement was about Luka not providing enough fourth quarter help. I mean, the 2 of them were equally awful late in games 3, 4, and 5. But to my eyes, LeBron and Luka appeared to vibe just fine during the regular season. Didn't it seem that way to you? They said all the right things, acted all the right ways. LeBron,
I don't want to hear none of that. Bron, you call yourself the king, you supposed to close out every game. You the king, you supposed to close out every game. Don't look for Luka to do it since you the king. And this goes for all of LeBron stands out there. He the king, he's supposed to close out the game. I don't want to hear that, oh, he's in year 22 or he's going to be 40. I don't hear that shit.
LeBron did seem to enjoy taking a back seat, just having a little less spotlight, definitely less pressure. He could share the point guard duties with Luka so LeBron could better pace himself at the end of year 22 or so, I thought. Unfortunately, it looked to me like LeBron was the one who was, again, running out of gas, not Luka, even though sitting right here in this chair, I often criticize Luka for his double chin and that spare tire around his midsection. J.J. Redick was obviously directing the comment at Luka when he said, after they were eliminated, some of us have to get in championship shape. And you know what? It does look like, from the pictures I've seen, that Luka has finally gotten serious after 7 NBA seasons and dropped maybe, I don't know, it looks like maybe 15 pounds this offseason. Good for Luka. So LeBron James, who decides when he's coming out of games and when he's going back into games, has insisted.
Hold on. Say that again. Say that again, Skip.
So LeBron James, who decides when he's coming out of games and when he's going back into games,
Okay.
Has insisted on averaging 35 minutes a game each of the last 3 regular seasons. 35 minutes, no exaggeration. Why? I believe to build in yet another alibi in case of playoff flameouts, which he's needed each of the last 3 years. He's needed that alibi. Well, he played so much in the regular season, he just ran out of gas in the playoffs. So, yep, that's 3 straight ran out of gases in the playoffs. Wonder what would happen if LeBron James had a real coach, a Pat Riley type, strong enough to restrict him to, I don't know, maybe 25 or max out at 30 minutes a game during the regular season. Wonder what that would.
He can't work around nobody like that. It got to be his show, or it ain't gonna work at all. That's why he able to come to a team and switch the whole team around. You notice the team will be playing good, and then it don't even matter about a team. It could be a player playing good, and once they start playing with LeBron, shit. Now everybody talking about him. It just be like that, and it don't be in a good way.
Help work. Oh, yeah. But then he couldn't average 24, 8, and 8 like he did last year and make second team All-NBA. He needs the minutes to pile up the stats, pad the stats, feature the stats. Come on. LeBron doesn't really care about winning championships anymore. If it happened, it'd be fine. But he doesn't really prioritize winning championships now.
He's been doing that for the last, 2-3 years almost. That's what I've been seeing.
He cares only about starring, about statting, about avoiding blame, media manipulating, blame deflecting, and which he and Rich and Maverick are the all-time greatest. All-time greatest. Now, let me get this out of the way. Against Minnesota in the fourth quarter of Game 5, LeBron did bang knees with DiVincenzo. Just bang knees. But then he and the Lakers tried to sell it after the fact as a, quote, grade 2 MCL sprain, when it wasn't remotely dangerously twisted, that knee. It wasn't hyperextended, that knee. The only ways to cause a sprain are with a dangerous twist or hyperextension. Now, that collision could have caused no more than a bruised knee.
Yeah, bruising.
Which can ache, can hurt. I mean, at the worst case, it could shatter. It could crack a bone. But LeBron obviously looked fine running and cutting on that knee the rest of Game 5. But, of course, after the Lakers had been eliminated, LeBron, as he has always done after a playoff flameout, he milked that knee for all it was worth, posting about how he was going to have to get his knee right in the offseason. Baloney. LeBron was soon seen dancing on stage with Drake. He was bouncing around with hype energy. It's the kind of energy I wish I'd seen in those 3 fourth quarters. And a trainer who works with other NBA players texted me that video that night with the caption, "That MCL looks great now."
You know the LeBron fans gonna get him a getaway free card. You know they're gonna get him a get out free card. You already know. LeBron does things like that. Even during certain times LeBron wouldn't play, that's because he was trying to get his rest. They would say it was something wrong with his ankle or something like that. He's just trying to get his rest. That's all. LeBron is damn near about to be 41. This is year 23 for him.
Yeah, it's a miracle. Remember back in 2018 after the Cavs got swept by the Warriors? How LeBron, I laugh every time I think of this. You can look it up. look at it on YouTube, watch the whole press conference. But he came to the post-game press conference wearing this sort of brace or soft cast on his hand. And when obviously the first question was about that brace, he announced to the media, "I pretty much played the last 3 games with a broken hand, a broken shooting hand." He said that was thanks to a self-inflicted injury he suffered after game 1 when he angrily smashed the whiteboard with his shooting hand. What? Man, LeBron averaged almost 30 a game over those last 3 games with pretty much a broken right hand. Seriously? If you can't see me right now, I'm giving it one big eye roll. Heck, remember back in 2010, LeBron's been at this for a long time, this con game. Remember when LeBron disappeared in games 4, 5, and 6 against the Celtics? That was his first stint as it ended in Cleveland. Somebody in LeBron's inner circle informed Stephen A. Smith that LeBron had to be sedated before the last 3 games because of a locker room issue with a teammate.
Hold on.
And
wait a minute. That's some BS call bullshit. Hold on. Play that back.
3 games because of a locker room issue with a teammate.
Nah.
And Stephen A. ran with it. Stephen A. reported all of the above as he should have. And I sat back and said, what? This was master media manipulation. Always some highly creative, heavily choreographed excuse. Deflect.
I heard he said, LeBron. Just hang it up, bro. Let this be your last year. Go ahead and hang it up. There's no disrespect. You done did what you could for the game. You accomplished everything. It's to the point where nobody will ever accomplish what you've accomplished. That's basically what you're trying to say. I don't understand. LeBron, let some of these younger guys get this shine and this glory. You're no longer going to be the face of the league. You're no longer going to be the face of LA. It's Luka team now. Face the facts. No one is hating on LeBron. LeBron has did what he was supposed to do for the league. He laid down his accolades. It's time for him to just put it up. Like, I don't get it. If you ain't chasing the ring, what are you chasing? Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. If you ain't chasing the ring, what are you chasing? Now, y'all like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We the People TV.